Reality check. We are entering a new world. A new age, a new day is dawning. The world as we have known it to be has ended. Gone. Gone for good. We can never go back to where we were before, just a few short weeks ago. Too much has happened. Too much has changed, and that is good. Yes, we have changed. Like a serpent, we have shed our top layer of skin. A new skin is revealed, and we are now living in that new skin. We are awakening to a new reality. A new reality where we finally realise that money has no value. That money for which we worked so hard, that money for which we sacrificed so much, family life, time spent with friends, just being in nature, the simple things in life. We denied ourselves all of these in pursuit of money. And now that money is worthless. The big house, the flashy car, the designer clothes, the top job, the exotic holiday, all seem so irrelevant now. They have lost their appeal, and that is good. The false tan, the false nails, the false eyelashes, the false everything, all fake. And we've been spending so much time in our make-believe fake world. We have given our power away to the dictates of the bullion monster fashion. We have allowed that bullion monster fashion dictate to us what clothes we wear, what hairstyle we wear, what makeup we wear. All of which are transitory, changing with every season and with every year, projecting us in someone else's image of what we should look like. How daft is that? And it can be no coincidence because there is no such thing. There is only synchronicity. And which retail outlets are suffering the most in loss of trade right now? It's the big clothes chain stores. And where are their clothes being made? In sweated industries in the poorer countries across the world. Synchronicity in evidence. Instead of focusing our attention and energy on material possessions, we are finally paying attention to people. People who matter. People who make a real difference in our lives. People who work and who have been working every single day to keep us alive and to make our lives easier and more pleasant. And it's not the politicians. They can go on strike, and they have done. And guess what? Life for all of us went on as usual. It's not the famous footballers, the sports stars, the film stars, the pop idols. Yes, they all entertain us, but they do not have any input whatsoever into keeping us alive and well. So who are these new idols emerging for us from this crisis? To whom do we owe our very lives, our very safety? Who will we now look up to as the real heroes of our world? Who are these people who are now inspiring our younger generation? Our younger generation who will now have a better world to care for. All medical staff in our hospitals and nursing homes. And those care workers looking after the elderly and ill in their own homes. All involved in emergency services. Ambulance drivers and medics, firemen, rescue workers. All involved in keeping our food supplies in the shops. Lorry drivers and delivery people. Those working in warehouses, stacking the shelves in our shops, those delivering to individual homes, farmers, transport workers, keeping the system going, allowing our heroes to get to work, refuse collectors, street cleaners, those cleaning our public loos, public places and transport systems. As Shakespeare's King Lear said, when he himself was reduced to the level of the beggars in his kingdom, I have taken too little care of these. So too, we have taken for granted, not even noticed, the work done by our army of heroes. They have gone about their work, and now they deserve to be recognised for what they have done, and for what they have been doing all along before this present crisis thrust them into the limelight, into the spotlight, forced them onto centre stage. And we must remember the suffragettes in 1913 looking for votes for women. They certainly got attention by chaining themselves to railings, and Emily Davison throwing herself in front of the King's horse during the Epsom Derby. But that was not what got women the vote. What got women the vote after the war was the way in which they had shown during the war that they could do the same work as men, driving trucks, working machinery, harvesting the crops, working in the industries. So, reality check. Let us learn the lessons that are being presented to us right here and now during this present crisis. Let's get it right this time. Because the future of our world, the future of planet Earth, depends on how well we learn these lessons. Because we can never go back to our old ways. That's what got us into this situation in the first place. Everything has to change. And everything is already in the process of great change. All is good. Namaste.